Happy day 5 of Vlogmas from my very messy sewing room. But you know what? Whatever. Means I'm making good things. Today I ended up taking mostly a PTO day. This morning I did have a coffee meeting at the cutest coffee shop. I got an orange, vanilla, and cinnamon oat milk latte, and it was so good. It's snowing out. The roads in the city are fine-ish, but it was just like extra cozy being in this tiny little coffee shop as the snow was falling with a very wintry drink. So today is all about the crafts. I'm so excited. So I'm going to sew. I'm a little squirrely right now. So I think I'm going to do the pillow from my advent calendar, the panel that came with the pillowcase. Maybe I will get to sewing my mom's pillowcases, the leftover pillows from the tartan fabric she thrifted, or the tablecloth. Just simple square pillow with ruffles around the edges. So maybe my goal is to get those 3 things done and wash so then I can pop them in the mail tomorrow. And then I really want to do the ribbon garland. I have a bunch of ribbon from Michael's. I've got my hot glue gun, and I think that would be a nice couch project while I watch a junky Christmas movie. Yeah, that sounds really nice, doesn't it? Okay, let's do today's advents before we get to all the making things. Day 5 of my jam and jelly. Okay, today is an apple caramel cinnamon spread. I don't think you can go wrong with that. That feels like an afternoon dessert toast. Yummy. Okay, next up is my Stitch Supply Co Advent, which I actually did open this morning already with Susie. I had to call her to talk about something, and so we did it together because Laura had texted us like right at 7, was like, this is my favorite one so far. So anticipation was high, and it did not disappoint. So it's a little pad folio with notes and stickies. Look how cute that is. So it's a little bunny with the vintage pin cushion. Someday, so I have no tattoos right now. Someday I really want the vintage tomato pin cushion. I feel like it would be so cute. Reminds me of my grandma, reminds me of sewing, making. I mean, I'm a chicken shit, so probably not. Like, I would aspire to have all these tattoos, but I do not. So I love this. So cute. And it's another one of the collabs with Rashida Coleman Hale. Beautiful. And then we'll do day 5 of the advent calendar, sew-in labels. So day 5 is like a little cat and a spaceship. It looks like it's a collab with Naoshi, Naoshi, and this advent calendar, Kylie and the Machine. These are cute. Little cats, little fish, adorable. I'm going to put it in. So I have an old sewing desk that I found on Facebook Marketplace. It still has the old Sears Roebuck sewing machine in it that does work. But I just have a piece of wood over it and my brother machine. And it fits. It's long enough that my serger fits as well. So it folds. Sorry, you're kind of crooked now. It folds in on itself. So the little piece folds out that my serger's on, and then the large table part of it folds out. And that allows me to kind of have all my pins, my notions. It's a great spot for my iPad while I'm watching something and sewing. And then I have 4 drawers on this side that I try to keep organized. And this little drawer, has my bucket of all of my sewing labels. So did I really need, how many is this? 65 more sewn labels? No. But will I use them? Absolutely. Everything I make, I throw one of these in. I love them. I just got these Halloween ones. Well, not just. Around Halloween time from SarahHearts. I got them at Dandelion, I think. Shelli.Can makes some amazing ones. So I got this one. Of course, the classic Wool Witch from Shelli.Can. Yeah, I love them. I've got some little smileys. Good things take time. A good reminder. This one was sent to me last year by my sock swap partner, or maybe it was 2 years ago, sent to me 2 years ago. And so I haven't used it yet. I'm saving it honestly for a quilt so then I can write my name on it. Someday I'll make a quilt. Oh yeah, here's another Shelli.Can. So yeah, if you can't tell, love these. So this one especially is bringing me lots of joy. All right, let's go do some sewing. Plans have changed. Also, I have the classical music station on, and maybe this means I don't need to add background music. So I don't have enough fabric for, I don't know what I was thinking. I think I was tired when I cut these ruffles out for my mom. I definitely do not have enough yardage to do the ruffle in the same fabric as the thrifted tablecloth. So tomorrow I will go to Lake's Makery and FaceTime my mom and have her help me pick out ruffle color she likes. But I still want to sew. So I'm going to do this pillowcase. This is a panel. I've never sewn with a panel before. And I have to, this is the main piece. This is the trim, and then this is the edging. So I have to cut each piece out, and then all I do is assemble it with the burrito method. I did see on the Sew Liberated website that she sells this panel piece, and it includes the pillow pattern on her website. So if you like the finished object, you can buy it. All right, let's get cutting. I cut my panel pieces. This is where you can tell I very much am like a new sewist, and I just kind of do it myself, all alone. So I did cut off like the big strip that was on each piece that was just like extra, because I don't think the seam allowances, the seam allowances are not wide enough. So I'm assuming that was the right move, was to cut each of those large pieces of the border off. So now I cut the trim piece, folded it in half, and now you use the burrito method, which I've used for the Ashton top from Helen's Closet. Oh, hi squirrels. Squirrel to squirrel. It's like frolicking in the snow, and honestly, it's adorable. Anyways, sorry about that. So now I'm just ironing everything to smooth out the wrinkles. I'll wash it afterwards. And then you lay it down. So first you do your cuff right side up. So this is the cuff. And then you lay your panel piece, the main fabric, right side up. And then your trim. And then you layer it all together, pin it, and then you fold it so it's all incorporated. So let's watch this magic happen. All folded up and ready to go. Time to sew. Oh, that rhymed. Time to pull the main fabric out of the tube. This is always like the wildest thing. All right, so you can see we've got this darling little pillowcase, and now we've got, with just one sewn stitch, the cuff and the trim all ready to go. Yeah, this is the easiest thing I've ever sewn. So fun. So, get inside out. It's so cute. I know I've said this a bunch, I'm gonna keep saying this a bunch, but I really am enjoying this sewing advent. All right, so here's side one and side two. So adorable. All right, I'm gonna wash this and pop it in the dryer a little bit, and then get it packaged and ready and mailed off to my brother's girlfriend. I have two knitting goals for today. The first is to make good progress on the sleeve of my Inga Isle sweater, and then the second is to cast on my Creativity Shawl. This is a test knit for Tori, and it is the shawl version of her Creativity Cowl. I am doing this smaller size using sport weight yarn. So let me show you what I've got. I still have 2 skeins left over of this yummy Angora Corriedale Merino from Teresa at Get Bentz. It's a sport weight. It blooms really nicely. And I have 2 skeins and I need about 350 yards, I think. And so this will be good use of that stash. And then I found this skein of yarn, handspun, in my handspun bin. And I think this is going to be beautiful. So I caked it up. I think it'll be a fun color contrast. It'll be a lower contrast one, but I am okay with that. At least for now. We'll see how it knits up. If I decide it's too low contrast, then I will find a different contrast or main color. Dandelion Fiber does now carry Nest Fiber Co, their sport weight, or excuse me, Magpie's sport weight nest. And so I am a little interested in knitting with that. I haven't knit with their yarn yet. It's 100% non-superwash Corriedale, which like does all the good things for me. I love a non-superwash. I love a Corriedale. So we'll see. I'm also like mostly lazy and don't want to leave my house. Otherwise I would go buy a skein right now. So let's use your stash, and we'll get to knitting. And I have my cozies on. We finished dinner. We had leftover pizza from last night and a salad. And now we're going to watch the Jingle Heist on Netflix. Jingle Bell Heist, thank you, Chris. Because we love a corny Christmas movie. I'll let you know how it is tomorrow. I did want to show you the progress I made on my Creativity Shawl. Very pretty. I'm really glad I stuck with it. The first kind of like up until the 4th kind of contrast color bump ridge, I was like, maybe I do need a different yarn, but I'm glad I stuck with it. You can see the yarn ahead, right? Like as you're pulling from the ball. So I was like, just trust the process, and I'm really happy with it. It is super easy knit, but it's just engaging enough that you're not bored. Like it's not just stuck in it. So I think that's what I'm going to keep working on, because I do not feel like working on my sweater sleeves, even though that was a goal today. But you know what? I got other things done instead. All right, I hope you had a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow.